Hey everyone, it's Jack at B&T MacFarlane, and today we're actually going to take off the front loader of the BX23s, so hopefully you guys learn a thing or two today. So now we're on the tractor and we're actually going to go through the steps on how to take off the front end loader. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to turn on the tractor. And once the tractor's on, you're actually going to move the RPM meter up to about the 2000 RPM range. And the first step you're going to do, you're going to bring the loader all the way up to the top of its lift path. And once you get to the top, you're actually going to curl the bucket to the right until it's completely rolled over. Lift it up a little bit more. And then at this point, you have your parking stand here. And that's actually going to release the parking stand that you'll use to store the loader with for the winter time. And once that's out, you're going to lower the bucket back down to the ground. So I like to keep the bucket at about this angle, and when you're here, you're going to use the loader stick to push the loader into the ground a little bit, and that's actually going to release the pressure from these knuckles. So you'll see on the knuckles there's a lock and unlock position. You're going to push it down until you see the pressure get released enough that you can actually move it from the locked to the unlocked. So you don't want to pick the tractor up completely, just a little bit. And then you move them both to the unlocked. And then when you're taking off the front end loader, you're going to move the loader stick back and to the left. So the first movement you're going to do is just straight back. And then once you see that the saddle part of the tractor is exposed like that, you're going to move the loader stick to the left very slowly. And now that you see the loader frame is completely disconnected from the tractor, we're going to slowly back up the tractor without ripping off the hydraulic hoses. So once we get to this point here, we're actually completely disconnected from the tractor, minus the front end hydraulic hoses. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to use the loader stick to release the pressure. That's one key mistake that a lot of people make, is if you don't release the pressure from the front end loader stick, you'll have a very hard time getting these hydraulics back on. So to take this front quick attach off for the hydraulics, all four of them are connected to the same lever. You're going to spin that red knob to the left, and then you're going to use the black lever and pull up, and now they're all disconnected. And then you can leave it there for storage, and now you're free to back off. And so now that the loader's off, we're actually going to put the loader back on and show you guys how to run through that process quickly. So it's the exact same steps, but in reverse. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to reconnect your quick attach hydraulics. And again, these are all connected to the same stack. So you'll line them up with the hose, with the holes. And then you'll just push them all down to the place until you hear it click. And one common thing we see a lot with new BX23s owners is that this lever, sometimes during operation, it can vibrate up a little bit. And if that ever happens, and for whatever reason your front end loader stops working, just give this a good shot down, and 9 times out of 10 your front end loader will start working again. So it's the exact same steps, but in reverse. So now that your hydraulic lines are connected, you're safe to turn back on your tractor and drive as close as you can into the loader saddle. So again, you're going to turn it up to about 2000 RPM, and you're going to drive up as much as you can until it's close. But as you can see here, it's not completely lined up. And if you're on asphalt, it's easy to do, but you'll take this, and you can actually shimmy the loader a little bit yourself and drive in a little bit. So if you remember taking off the loader, the two movements were right, or back, and to the left. So when you're putting back on the loader, the two movements you're going to do are right and forward. So it's the exact same, but in reverse. So you'll go right, and you'll go right until you see this part of the tractor. There's a little pin there that'll sit down into the gray saddle that's on the tractor itself. And then you'll push the loader stick forward slowly until these knuckles are resting over top of the saddles on top of the BX23s. And at this point, you'll move the locks into the locked position. And once those locks are resting on top of them, you're going to slowly continue to push the loader stick forward until you hear 2 clicks. So there's 2 clicks there. And now we're going to put back on the parking stand for the loader. So you'll lift it the whole way up. curl it forward again. There we go. Your loader is back on. So that's how you take on and off the loader on the BX23s. I hope you guys learned something today. And again, if you need help with parts, service, or sales, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thanks for watching.